'Tis the season of parties, all those rich foods and fancy drinks. It's no time to start dieting now, right? Hell no. I'm going to give you three solid strategies for surviving the party jungle this holiday season. I lost 25 pounds of menopausal weight and still enjoyed chocolate and crab cakes. Using the time-tested tricks from mindfulness, you'll be able to navigate the food minefields too, without losing track of your goals. Welcome to the Midlife Reset Podcast, episode number 40. I'm your host, Cheryl Gordon. And even as a yoga therapist, a healthy eater, and an active woman, menopause challenged me like never before. It was a struggle to fit into normal clothes, and I was really dismayed at all this extra flesh accumulating. Like so many women my age, it was tempted to cut out all the carbs or push harder at the gym. As a yoga therapist, however, I know the dangers of such radical changes, and I knew that there had to be a better way. I found it by digging a little deeper into the ancient practices of mindfulness and yoga. Today, I want to share with you three stellar strategies for staying true to your health goals, even when holiday parties tempt you. Before we dive in, I just want to make sure you know that all of this information is contained in my free mindful eating guide. I'll include the link in the show notes below, and you can also find it on my website. Website is Cheryl Gordon YT, that stands for yoga therapist.com. So let's talk about one of the biggest barriers I hear from my clients at this time of year. There's no point in starting a program now because I have this dinner and that party and then I'm going away. Does that sound familiar? But let's really look at that. Okay, you probably eat 3 meals a day, more or less, maybe a couple snacks. So between now and the end of the holiday season, you're in for about 50 meals. Let's look at those big meals where there'll be a high probability that you're going to be exposed to very rich foods and temptation. You got maybe your Christmas dinner, maybe a Christmas brunch, maybe a thing for Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. Depending on your traditions, there might be 6 big occasions that'll be over the top, something like that. It's roughly about 10% of the time between now and the end of the holiday season. So stick with me through all this math, girlfriend. If you delay thinking about any of this healthy eating or losing weight until after New Year's, that means at 90% of the meals between now and the end of the holidays, over which you do have 100% control, you will be missing opportunities to practice mindful eating, to reduce your calorie load, to eat healthier. So we do have a couple really big dinners. I know coming up, it's the holidays, fancy events, but not every meal. You still have a ton of time to get going on your mindful eating. So yeah, holiday parties are challenging, but there are so many opportunities between here and now to here and then, I should say, to start your healthier eating. Using the holidays as an excuse to put yourself off is just that. It's an excuse, and you're putting yourself off again. It just doesn't add up. And that's why I really want you to tune into these three tips. You can start right now and take them with you to your holiday festivities. You can get an early start on next year's goals. All right, let's dive in. Our tips. Number 1, hydrate. We don't realize how seriously our bodies take the threat of thirst, but your body is very concerned. This is a huge survival threat, so the body will throw anything at you to get your attention. Okay, does this sound familiar? You're super busy. I know maybe you're shopping, wrapping up at your desk before the holiday shutdown. You're busy. You forgot to drink your water. Here's another one. You have an event to go to later and you don't want to spend the whole time in the bathroom, so you skip drinking your water. In either case, your system is dehydrated and your brain sends panic signals into the system. The body knows it has, in the past, got some hydration through food, And it tried telling you it was thirsty, but you ignored it because you didn't want to go pee or you had so much other things to do. But your body knows historically you often will respond to cravings or hunger. So it's going to throw you out some urges to snack. And that's probably just about the time that the appetizers come out. You are in, my friend, a very vulnerable place. It's too hard to resist the cravings when the food is there, your body's telling you to eat it. It's not about willpower. It's about understanding what your body really needs. So, how can you use this for party season? Here's a couple things. Prioritize hydration throughout your day leading up to the party. Don't skip drinking your water. And make sure you drink water at the party. A good rule, and one that still allows for some fun and celebrating, is to alternate one glass of water with one alcoholic beverage. So alternating back and forth. And water is better than, say, mixer like Coke or pop or soda. Okay. So hydrate was number one. Number two, plan ahead. As we mentioned, the big holiday blowouts are a small fraction of your whole nutrition picture. So if you zoom out and look at the whole day, or you can do the week, and consider how to ensure that you're getting good nutrition consistently. So often we give up. The whole month is kind of a bust, right? So I might as well just eat indiscriminately. I'll figure it all out in January. No, if we're being mindful, don't do that to yourself. At our age, girlfriend, it is so hard to shave off a couple pounds, right? We're not 30 anymore. So it is a much better and kinder strategy to pull up the drawbridge before the moat's been breached, if you know what I mean. So what does this look like in real time? I sit down in the mornings. I take about 5 minutes and I look at likely what my day is going to be like. So if I've got a big event coming up today, what are the kryptonite foods that are going to be there for me? In the morning, my brain is much more fresh. I can decide what's acceptable for me to enjoy at the event. I can think it all through while my dreams and goals are still forefront in my mind. It's not a little tipsy from sparkling wine the way it might be once I get to the party. It isn't exhausted from a long day at the office. My brain is not stressed because I couldn't find anything to wear to the party. In the morning, I'm still cool, clear, and compassionate. I can set my rules, my parameters. So I may decide I want 2 glasses of sparkling wine. I may say, if I know there's going to be some really amazing crab cakes, I will allow 3 crab cakes. Or if there's going to be chocolate torte, I will have 1 piece of dessert. I get to set my rules, whatever I decide when I'm clear, cool, and compassionate. Now, mindfully at the party, I stick to them. And this is so freaking important. When you make a promise to yourself, you better keep it, friend. And if you have trouble with that, and a lot of my clients and my friends do, they're willing to throw themselves under the bus if it's someone else needs something or if they get distracted. And this is bad. You don't want to do this to yourself. Think of the promise you're making to yourself in the morning about what you're going to do at the party as a promise like you would give to your child or your grandchild. Would you bail on them? Would you leave them sitting on the front porch waiting for you to pick them up to go for ice cream? I don't think so. You wouldn't. So don't blow yourself off. If you make a promise, follow through. And here's the backside of that one, though. Don't be a hero, girlfriend. If it's a fun event and you want to be part of it, then be realistic in your planning. This, remember, is a small fraction of your overall eating habits. If you start to demonize foods, then those foods will all become your kryptonite. So plan ahead. Tell yourself you're allowed to have some treats. It's the holidays. You want to have a good time. Just set your limits and stick to them. Okay. So we have hydration, we have planning. Number three. This is a big one. I think we've all made this mistake. Don't bank your calories. Okay, does this sound familiar? You have an open house tonight. You know that there will be cheese and egg rolls and brownies and all the things that come out in the holidays. Make sure you eat adequate nutrition throughout the day. So many of us starve ourselves all day thinking we can bank the calories for later. Your stomach is only so big, like about the size of your fist. Once you have ingested that volume of food, girlfriend, you're full. The processing plant is at capacity. Even if there were supply chain issues earlier in the day, the plant is only this size. Extra supplies have to be stay outside on the skids. There's no room at the inn. If you do deny yourself throughout the day, your body will, again, go into panic mode, like when you were dehydrated. Starvation has always been a real and very present threat for humans. No wonder when you finally do get to food after starving all day, add the fact that you're probably a bit tired, stressed, distracted, really starved. It leads to binging and being indiscriminate, the opposite of mindful. And even if I had that iron willpower at the party, a lot of times I did, believe it or not, because other people were watching me, so I was being all like yoga-like. I used to hit the drive-through on the way home or something like that and justified it by saying, well, there was nothing at the party that I could eat. So I got home maybe, if I didn't do the drive-through, if I managed to get through that, I get home and then I binged on popcorn or something. And then once the floodgates opened, it was a free-for-all. And the result is I had way more calories than I really needed and far from the nutrient-dense calories that I know my body really wants. Okay, so let's go over your holiday plan for mindful eating. Remember, you can get a more complete program by going to my website or clicking on the link below in the show notes. Get that free guide to mindful eating. It's got a lot more in it. So to recap, you're going to drink your water, you're going to plan ahead, and you're not going to starve yourself. It all sounds so simple, doesn't it? So why didn't I just do that? Well, no one really laid it out like that for me before. But once I put these protocols in place with a healthy dose of self-compassion and mindful rest and regular movement, my weight stabilized. And this will work for you too. So don't give up on yourself this holiday. Start resetting now, and your January self will be very proud of you. If you found anything in this podcast helpful, make sure you share it with a friend. You can comment, and you can also subscribe. We'll talk to you again soon. Hey, girlfriend, I'm so glad that you're listening to this podcast. But I wonder if you wanted to take the work a bit deeper. Would you like to feel lighter, sleep better, and wake up energized again? Join my 60-minute free masterclass to learn the 5 steps that help me lose 25 pounds, reset my body, and finally feel calm, strong, and confident again. You can register on my website, and I really hope to see you soon.